Hello, folks. Today is second day of our foreclosure series. I think all of you were happy yesterday about the foreclosure. A lot of people sent me messages, a lot of questions, wanted to find out about um, what they can do. As I said yesterday, you see, foreclosure process is not something that you have to joke with, where if you default on your loan, right? If you default, what you have to know that is there is a possibility for you to lose the house unless you come up with some kind of um, solution. Talk to the bank. You find a very good company who can help you do loan modification, or even if you can do it yourself, you contact them. We would work on loan modification. Those of you who want to, do it yourself, loan modification is not really difficult. I will list all the items the banks will need from you so that you can do it yourself. So yesterday's foreclosure segment was really good. And then if you didn't watch it, check the video on YouTube, search for Y Group TV or Fremsen Podcast or Fremsen Media Network. Check it out. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it on Instagram and then TikTok. We have a TikTok group, which, if you want to be part of our group, just send me a message with your phone number. Then we will add you so that all the videos you can get it if you are not someone who is fan of social media. If you don't go on social media and then you feel you are comfortable getting all your information on WhatsApp, we can do it. Okay, so we have videos on TikTok, we have it on YouTube, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, and then WhatsApp. So it's very important you pay attention to and then search all the videos. You should be able to find it. Search for Fremsen Podcast or Fremsen Media Network. If you search it on any of the platform, but mostly Fremsen Podcast, should be able to get it. So today I'm going to talk about sheriff sale. Sheriff sale is one of the things that, as soon as it happens, after sheriff sale, then you have your last chance to get what? To get your house back after sheriff sale. Because after sheriff sale, the house, that is the time that you have 6 months or 12 months, depending on the state law. 6 months or 12 months, depending on the state law, for you to get it back, to redeem your house. If the house is vacant, I repeat, if you move out from the house and the house is vacant, the bank can go back to court and then redeem it within 3 weeks after the sheriff sale. So you need to pay attention to it. You need to pay attention to the time frame of 6 to 12 months, depending on the state, for you to redeem your house back. If not, if the house is vacant, then remember, the bank can go back to the court to do what? To get the house back within 3 weeks. They can redeem the house within 3 weeks and take over. Because mostly, if you live in a state like Minnesota or Wisconsin, any state that has deep code, you have to pay attention to this, because the banks don't want the house to freeze. If you leave your house unattended, during winter time, the whole pipes will be froze and then burst. So you have to be very, very, very careful to make sure that if you think you will need your house back, you live in the house until close to the end of the redemption. You find a house, find a place, and then move out. Or even you sell the house, make it neat, clean it. As soon as you know your house is going to foreclosure, your benefit is to do whatever you can to get your equity out. Unless maybe you have already withdrawn all the equity, you don't have anything in it. But if you have equity in it, just do it from the first day. From the first day you can pay. Save your money and then work on the house, paint it, clean the carpet, make changes, and then find a real estate agent to put the house on the market for you. You put it on the market, you sell it, and then do what? Keep your money and pay off the bank. Don't just move out from the house. Don't. I keep on telling people, do not just move out from your house, because that's the only way you can keep your equity, some of your equity. Okay? If you don't know what is equity, equity is the amount between the loan and then the market value of the house. So if you own a bank $200,000 and then your house appraised for $300,000, your equity is $100,000. Okay? If you own a bank $250,000 and then your house appraised for $300,000, that's the difference. $100,000 is your equity. And then remember, it's not just only the appraisal. That's what we are appraised value. It is anytime you send your mortgage to your bank, there is something called escrow. The bank will take, if you did escrow that extent, the bank will take the escrow amount into your escrow account and then spread the loan, whatever percentage has to go to the interest. They will take their money, they will take their interest first. So any amount that left goes to the principal. It reduces the principal. So the more your principal drops, the better equity you have in your house. So with all this, you don't want to just move out from the house because you feel like you want to move out. You don't want, anybody to disgrace you. Who cares? Who cares? You live in your house, nobody, it's not you alone who, couldn't pay their mortgage and they move out. Live there until when? Until you realize that you couldn't sell the house, you couldn't do anything, then last minute you move out. Even if you live there from day one, the money that you don't pay mortgage, you don't pay anything, you can save it. You can save that money. Let's say your mortgage is $2,000 and you are behind. Because of that, you cannot. And then even if the next income you make is just only $1,800, because you can't have another job to make it up to $2,000, that's why you are defaulting. Then save that money, put it somewhere, save it for 12 months, and then try to sell the house. Try to find a way to sell the house to make your money out. Folks, do not. Sometimes it pities me a lot. Anytime I see people losing their homes, I feel like, oh my God, sell the house. Even if you can't sell it, there are so many investors. Like, I know a lot of them, such a way that they can come in, buy it, give you some money, and then go and deal with the bank. Take over the house and go and deal with the bank and then use the money to do something else. Do not walk out from the house. That is no, no, no. Do not. Mostly right now that federal government is laying off people like, not Americans. Just go ahead and then do something with your house. If you live in a house, I feel sorry. I feel sorry that parents are really, really at this time going through this kind of difficult times. They work hard, they've served their country, but for certain reason they let them go. So they are struggling. So folks, do not move out from your house. Okay, let me continue with sheriff sale. Sheriff sale is a period of when you default on your loan and the bank sent your loan to your local or to their attorney within the city or within the state. The attorney will go to court and then get court order for the sheriff to auction the house. That is sheriff sale. I just want to explain it literally for you to understand. The bank sends the loan because you have defaulted. They've tried to contact you within the last 6 months, they didn't get you. They send the loan to the local attorney, then the attorney will take the case to court and then get court order for them to do what? To auction the house. That's the sheriff sale. In this case, what is happening is the attorney, before they do the sheriff sale, they will publish it. They will publish your house, your name, everything in the news. Sometimes, if you go to the courthouse, you should be able to see. There is, I forgot the name, there is a newspaper over there that they publish it. If you go to sheriff website too, you should be able to see all those homes that are ready for sale, right? So they will publish it. I don't remember the number of weeks. I don't want to say anything that, I'm not 100% sure. But they will publish it maybe about 3 weeks or whatever it is, and then auction it. So whoever buys it, they will auction it. Investors will go there and then try to do what? Buy it. Sometimes if nobody goes there, then it goes back to the bank. That's the sheriff sale. So at that point, if you're an investor and then you buy it, you have up to 30 days to settle it, get the sheriff certificate, and then hold on to it. Buying a sheriff sale property doesn't mean you own it right away. You can buy it, you own it in some ways, but you have to wait after the redemption period. So that is what I tell you. I said that period is when you, the homeowner, you can turn around and sell your house. Even if I were you, I won't let it get to that level at all. I would just go ahead and put it on the market. Maybe, even if you sell it and they make 20,000, 10,000, 15,000, it's your money. The money that you don't want your equity to go to wrong person. So even if you sell it and make some money, it is your money. It is your hard work. It is your sweat. So you don't want this money to be wasted, right? So after the sheriff sale, you, the homeowner, has 6 to 12 months depending on the state. I think Minnesota is 6 months redemption period. If the house is vacant, it's completely vacant, then the bank can just redeem it as soon as possible. They can take over as soon as possible. Okay? And then normally too, you have to check your loan terms. So it's very, 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 very important. It's very, very important. Do not joke with your equity in your house. So the sheriff sale is one of the things that you need to pay attention to. You need to make sure that you don't let it go. And then as soon as your house get to that level, the local attorney auction it, then you have to raise like this thing, because if you don't do whatever you have to do to redeem it, after the 6 months, you'll be evicted. That's the time they can come in and they lock you out. They can come in and they lock you out. Some banks will come to you and say, will you give us the key, if they know you have children and this thing? Maybe if you are lucky, they will say, can you give us the key? We will give you maybe $1,500 for you to hand over the key to us, then we take over. Or even an investor. Some investors will do that. Okay, otherwise, they will lock you out. They will come to you, tell you to move out, or the police will come to your house and lock you out. So if I were you, if I'm going through this kind of situation, losing my house, I'll be much more crazy than ever before to sell the house or do whatever I can to redeem the house. And then someone might say, after the sheriff sale, if I have money, I can do what? Can I redeem it? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. But remember, after the sheriff sale, you can't go and pay the previous amount that you defaulted. Let's say you defaulted about $12,000 on the mortgage. That's why it went through foreclosure. You own $150,000. After the sheriff's sale, you have to go and then pay the amount the sheriff sold it. With some kind of interest. You go to sheriff office, they will calculate everything with the interest, then you pay. You pay it off, you pay off the loan and take over. That's why I said you can sell the house, you can sell it and then pay off the amount and then pocket the rest. Pocket it. It's your money. It's your money. It doesn't belong to the bank. Okay? If you own a bank $150,000 on your house, and then you sell it $300,000, you go and then pay. You have to sell it and pay it within the redemption period, not after the redemption, because after the redemption you don't own the house. You pay it within the redemption period. Even if you sell it $300,000, the only amount the sheriff needs from you is the auction amount, how much they auction it, plus interest. So if they did auction it, even if the foreclosure amount was $150,000 and then nobody bought it, maybe the bank didn't even buy it, and then somebody go there and then bid $100,000, that is how much you own the bank, $100,000. You don't own the bank more than that. So you can turn around, sell your house, $300,000, pay that $100,000 and then pocket your money. It's so easy. It's easy. Folks, it is easy. So do not let your house go to the bank. Do not. Do not default on your house. I know some people default because, one, they might be sick. They might, something might happen to them, have stroke, maybe sudden death in the family. They are children, they don't know what they are doing, and all sorts of things. But if you are capable to do everything, but you were laid off because of your job, then be smart. Be smart. Stay in the house for a period of time up to sheriff sale, put the house on the market, sell it, and then recoup your money out of it, your equity out of it, unless you can sell it. But if you can sell it, then be smart, folks. Be very, 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 very aggressive. and smart. This information nobody will tell you, no investor out there will tell you, because they have to buy it, get their money out of your sweat. That is what it is, out of your sweat. They have to get money from you. So no investor out there will sit down and then tell you this, like what I'm going through, telling you. No, folks, I do believe, you see, I can see some of your faces, you're laughing, but it is true. It is true. You are getting free information. Okay? Yeah, it's true. It's really amazing. Somebody might say, why this guy is saying this? Yeah, that is my job. I have helped a lot of people going through this kind of issue. If you're looking for a very good agent, if you live in the Twin Cities and then looking for good agents to help you pass through this situation, just contact me. Send me a message. Send me a private message on, another this thing, and then I will go ahead and then help you. If you are watching this on WhatsApp, send me a private message on WhatsApp. I will just guide you how to get this thing done. It is true. It is very, very important. You don't want to just work hard and then, just move. So, you see, last time I remember I was talking with some guy, and then actually there were couples. They live in a house. They were paying $1,300 a month. And then these people, because of some argument, they move out. They move out because nobody wants to pay the rent, right? Mortgage. So they move out. They went ahead and stupidly left the house vacant, went ahead and then rented somewhere for almost $1,900 a month. And then by the time they came to me, wanted me to help them to find out if they could get their house back. At that time, the bank had already taken over, because when they realized that they were defaulting, they were not able to pay the rent. What they did was that they moved out immediately. They didn't want their friends to know anything. They went and then rented their townhouse and then moved out. Vacated the house, moved out, left the house vacant. So it was getting to winter. The bank went there, they knocked, they put notices in front of the door. Look, if you are driving around and you see a house with those kind of notices, that means the house is in foreclosure, or maybe for certain reason. But majority of it, most of them, 90%, you find out that the house is in foreclosure, right? So when the bank went, they put a lot of notices out there, and then nobody responded. So they sent somebody to go and check, a contractor to check if the house was vacant. Yes, they went in and changed the lock and then found out that the house was vacant. It was getting to winter time. So what they did was that they went back to take over the house immediately. So they took over the house, winterized the house, changed the locks, and then that's it. So when they came to me, everything was too late. Everything was completely too late. To do what? To help them. So it's very, very important. If you don't pay your loan, beginning, the bank will start foreclosure process, right? The foreclosure process, they will contact you. They will go to loan mitigation department. They will call and they try to talk to you, try to help you, and all sort of things. That is when you have to try to see if you can do this kind of short sale And then there is one thing that I forgot about. You know, you have to do all those things to take over the house or to sell it and then be free. But if you don't do it and then immediately you move out, that means you are screwed out. You don't want to do this thing. So, folks, it's very, very important. It's very, 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 very important for you to pay attention to this. This program was brought to you by Euro Group companies, gooddeal.com, rackman.com, and judo.com, zuli.com, americanguardianangels.com. All these websites are there to help you do business online. So check any of these websites, Good Deal, Rackmat, Judo, American Guardian Angels, and then Zuli.com. All these websites, about 5 websites, you should be able to do business freely on this website. Okay, so folks, this is it. It's very, very important. You know, I tell my friends and said, look, if I don't have enough money to buy all the foreclosure houses, what I need to do is I need to spend my time to educate you guys to keep your house. So my reward from you is to like my videos, share the videos, and then do what? Forward it to your friends. Like it, comment, and then subscribe to my channel, please. Because it's very, very important to me. If you do this, it's going to help me a lot, for me to come out, research, and come out with more information. If you want to donate to push this Frames Media Network, just let us know, and then we will give you information how you can donate towards our cause. So, folks, it's very, very important. This is James Amo, your real estate agent with Frames Podcast in the Twin Cities. I think today I'm so excited to meet all of you. I'm so excited to be here with you. And then I'm so excited to give you information you need. Great information you need to help you stay in your house. Don't forget that your equity is yours, not the bank's. Your equity